let's just Google hot topics. Talk about hot topics. Hot topics it's really just a store. Isn't that amazing? You type in hot topics.
I like that marriage topic.
The marriage topic.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
So what were we talking about? Marriage and why?
Okay. The concept of marriage.
What about it?
So, I think marriage was a human-made law for controlling people. People who came with the concept of marriage don't believe in it. It's like a religion. Majority of religion leaders don't actually believe in what they're preaching.
Yeah.
Because it's all about power.
But the idea of marriage came about like so long ago.
Yeah.
And back in the day, almost you can say 99% of people were married.
99% of people used to get married,
so you can't say,
because back then, every country was dictatorship. They were run by kings.
Mm-hmm.
The kings themselves, they were married to one wife, and they had hundreds of other women around. Wife was just for having the kids, so they can place the next king.
They also played as supporters. You know, men used to go to war and they would die. So now you had all these women and they were without supporters. So whoever was left, they would take care of the rest of the women. I'm not saying it was right. It wasn't. But that was the mentality back then. That guys were taking care of women. So one guy had 4 or 5
so that
wives.
was for back then. No, I'm not saying guys didn't have. It was only one man, one wife. That was only in Islam. I was like that. Muslims
were
like
a long time ago.
But the people who came with the concept of marriage, they actually didn't believe in themselves. It's like the people who passed laws for 9-to-5 jobs. You know, they don't do 9-to-5. Congress people don't do 9-to-5.
No,
you know, they don't. But they put this law for people 9-to-5.
Is there a law for that?
No, all the businesses are like that. Not the CEOs themselves, they do 9-to-5, but all their employees do 9-to-5. Majority.
Actually, if you're a good CEO, you do a lot more than.
So this is very new, but they do 9-to-5. They don't do 9-to-5. They just work on their own hours.
Yeah,
whichever that takes. They work along. More than 9 to people 5. Who do 9, they're flexible, but 9-to-5 means that you have to be there 9-to-5, even if you're working for 3 hours. You're just sitting there, and when you leave your job, you know, you're not in the streets, you're not doing anything, you're just sitting in the office. You leave, you're exhausted.
What does this have to do with marriage exactly?
So I'm just what does that have to do? I'm saying those are the same type. Marriage to me is the same.
So it's like a job.
No, it's something there to control people.
How?
I
don't understand, because I think
because if 50% of people they're getting divorced, 50% divorce rate.
That's just because they don't get along. It's not because somebody created that law to get married.
The society made it that people have to get married.
No, nobody made it that people have to get married.
No, the society.
No one has to
get
married.
Up to 20 years ago, majority people used to be married. And if you were single and you were 40, if you were male, if you were single and you're 40, never got married, people will raise questions. They're like, is he gay? Is what is wrong with her? Or if the woman wasn't married.
Questions, people still raise those questions. If somebody,
not as much.
It's not as much because people are being more open to the idea of, we're going towards being individuals and being able to live an independent life.
Because you're comfortable more saying that.
Before maybe people couldn't be so
you couldn't say that.
We weren't so
it's like back then, now you can say, I don't believe in God. Back then you had to bring so many excuses if you didn't believe in God. It was like, I'm spiritual, or
not religion.
It's the same concept.
It's not the
if you
same
love
concept.
Somebody, then you don't have to necessarily sign a contract on it.
Yeah, you don't.
You can be with that person. If two people accept that and they stay with each other, there shouldn't be a contract. But the society made it that if you love the other person, you need to go and sign that paper. and make that agreement so you guys can.
A lot of people get married because they want to have children and they want to have a family.
You don't need to have it.
I mean, I refuse.
Marriage doesn't give you children.
I'm sorry, I refuse. As a woman, you also need to see the woman's perspective. No woman, maybe there are very few women who will have a child without being married to a guy.
What does marriage bring to?
Security.
What's security?
And also for the kid.
What security does it bring it?
Well, I'd have to disagree with her on that because it's you're right.
What security does it?
Because there's still an institution of divorce, and
there is. But you're
so what is that marriage doing?
You're more willing to sacrifice when you're
for
married
what?
to somebody.
Why? Because it's a legal agreement.
No, it's not legal agreement because
it is legal.
It's a cultural bond. Like every culture has marriage in it, and every religion has marriage, and it ties all back to old values. And if you are a person with values and morals, and I think let's just use the media for instance, like Fox News. They hold on to these old Christian values that are actually kind of irrelevant nowadays. Because
to me, it's bullshit. Because
it is.
You have a guy like Hugh Hefner, worshipped by Republican and Democrat.
Yeah.
He had 7 girlfriends at the same time.
Yeah.
The only reason he can have that is because he didn't sign that paper, and he's a millionaire. He doesn't believe in all that marriage stuff. So he's living his life. He's a rich guy, and people worship him. The second you sign that,
worship him. Just
majority of American culture, they love
maybe
him.
Majority of men,
women, they like him.
Women do not worship Hugh Hefner.
His lifestyle, they go Victoria's Secret and they buy all that lingerie with Playboy Bunny on it, and they all become Playboy Bunny in Halloween time. So they worship his business or whatever he has. His culture. It's part of the American culture. Playboy. You don't believe in it? Playboy bunnies. It's a part of the culture.
Again, what does this have to do with marriage?
No, I'm saying this guy.
Okay, go ahead.
He can do that, and he's a good guy.
Yeah.
But the second, if he gets married and he do 1/100th of what he did, he's a scum to the society. He becomes like Bill Clinton, who got a blowjob, and he went from all the good he did for the world. What did Hugh Hefner do for the world? Nothing. But all this stuff, like let's say you had Bill Clinton, passed all these laws, help the poor, whatever, by laws he passed. But he got a blowjob, and the next day the guy is unfaithful. We can't, all those things on him just because of the marriage thing.
The blowjob.
The
marriage and the blowjob.
Yeah, because he was married. Because he was married and he got a blowjob.
Yeah, but he still was like that. I don't think that defines him.
He almost lost his job. He got close to.
Yeah, but almost doesn't mean he did.
Yeah, but
does that
I also think that the standards that people are holding Hugh Hefner to are very different than we have for president of a country. We have different standards for a Playboy mansion guy than we have for somebody who's running the country.
Yeah, but I think there are different standards.
Yeah, but yeah.
I don't think Hugh Hefner will ever be president.
If he runs for it,
Ronald
Reagan was the actor.
He's gonna be the first one to vote to Hugh Hefner for the president of the country.
Yeah, but he wouldn't win. I don't think he would. It's the same reason. I mean, like it's clear. Like people don't vote for the stupid candidate. Like when the Republicans put that what's his name and that stupid.
Well, you have I don't know. I think is people who pass these laws, including marriage, they don't believe in it. You have like conservative people who are against porn.
They believe in what popular.
Like let's say
what will get them.
They pass laws against porn. All the porn they traffic comes from the like their Republican states. So they have those.
They love.
So I have a question.
So all those people.
You talk about these laws that were passed and the contracts that were written about laws of marriage. Do you know when these contracts were made or by who?
Yeah, it was made by.
How long ago did they come up with these contracts?
Yeah, the marriage.
And who was the first person to?
I don't exactly know who was the first person.
The basis to be.
But back in a lot of countries, these laws was passed by the kings or the religious leaders. It can be the Catholic Church, or it can be the king.
Okay.
And those people, they didn't go. They had that. They had those laws, but they didn't go with. They didn't.
Yeah, but we're not.
It wasn't for them.
Okay, but what does that have to do with marriage being wrong? It doesn't matter. Marriage is still an institution that's around. Why are you particularly against it? For your personal reasons. Don't worry about society. I want to know why you think it's bad.
No, because society is putting that pressure.
No,
it's putting the pressure on women.
Society has nothing to say.
No, society is putting the pressure on women. If the guy doesn't propose to you, doesn't want to get married to you, that means he doesn't love you. If a guy that doesn't believe in marriage and still wants to be a girl, but that girl, because society made it that all the girls have to get married by a certain age.
No. That's not true. No, that's
society did.
There's
if you're a girl,
culture,
your mom, you get to
cultures that
your mother is gonna start asking you like, "Oh, why haven't you found a guy to get married?"
Okay, this is another side of the story. If you love somebody and you know that you're gonna be with this person for the rest of your life and you're gonna spend every single day with this person, what is it that's holding you back? Like, what is it? Is it the financial part of it that scares you, or what's the negative part about it? Because you say you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person no matter what.
50% of people who say that, they actually go with marriage and they say, I'm going to be spending the rest of my life with you. They're not going to do it. They go through divorce. Because when you...
So you never want to get married because you never want to get a divorce.
I'm not talking about myself. I'm just talking about people
about
who get married.
Your opinion.
The other 50%, I'll bet 25% are not happy during the marriage for financial reason. They know that they get divorced. Mm-hmm. They're going to lose so much. They're going to lose their retirement money. They're going to lose their house. All those things. They cannot afford it. They're too old, or they are not at the age that they can recover anymore. So they're staying in something that they're not happy anymore. Mm-hmm. So I would give it a good benefit of the doubt, 25% are actual happy. So out of 100%. So
okay.
1/4.
But that could be with just any relationship, period. You could be in a non-married relationship and be unhappy with those same factors.
Oh, you can, yeah.
But
you can leave easier.
Why is it? What's the difference? If you're happy, you're happy. If you're unhappy, you're unhappy.
Yeah, but if I'm getting married, right? Because if you want to leave, you're gonna
I can still leave my marriage. How's that going to destroy my life?
He wants to know that if he wants to leave, he can leave right now and has no ties to ever, have to deal with anything. That's his way of thinking. If I want to leave right now, if I got into an argument with you right now and I want to leave, there's nothing holding me back.
That's called no. You can't be married and leave for a day. Go to a hotel. Stay in a hotel. Nobody's putting a gun on you.
Yeah, I understand what you mean, but at the end of the day, if you know you want to be with somebody for the rest of your life, and I mean, there's a test. Yeah, but time,
why then 50% of those people they
know they want it. A lot of people don't understand marriage or what it means. It's yes, it's a contract. Yes, it's a financial thing. It's a family thing. For instance, like with my fiance and I, you knew me a year before I met her, or whatever, years before I met her. My perspective on marrying was basically, I didn't really have one. I didn't want to get married particularly. I wanted to maybe, but not like. But I was like, oh, I want to marry like a supermodel or some bad bitch or something like that. But no, I ended up marrying somebody who's beautiful, by the way, and that I love. But at the same time, she's very, her and I fit together. We come from like the same pedigree. We have like similar family backgrounds. We have, we understand the good stuff about life. We're both in very successful jobs and stuff. We both went to good schools. We both have,
like Penn State.
Well, it's better than not going to Penn State. so did you. What are you talking about? And we all went to Penn State here. But no, I'm saying like we had similar tastes. We had similar background ideals. And we actually care about each other, and we have genuine feelings for each other. That's the only reason I decided to get married. I didn't think that was out there. I used to look for women for the most material things. Like I used to date needy girls who I always thought I could save. Like, oh, I want to save her, whether it's like with this or that. Or I dated girls who were like, what's the one that like that just stupid stupid women. You know, and there was other ones that were good that had potential, but they just nothing clicked. You know, so you know when you finally find that and you know it's right, why not marry them? And then you know you're going in there, but you got to go in it with the mentality of like, I'm not going to, you know, ever want to leave this person. You know, and that's what marriage is all about, really. That's it. I mean, you could have that common law shit, but at the end of the day, why not just get married? Like, fuck it. And it's a special thing. It's an occasion. It's like a birthday party. You have this big event, like you have a wedding and all this shit. It costs money and shit, but it's fun. And the smile that you see on
birthdays don't end to people trying to kill each other.
How do you see? You think of the negative.
He only has seen the negative because for some reason he's been
jaded.
I see so many people getting destroyed.
Getting divorced.
Many.
Yeah, you know, my friend in New York, my other friend in New York, with
just so many examples. And
our friend down the street that
I know so many people already get married, and after a couple of years, they're just like brother and sister. They're just there so they can like build that financial status or whatever, accomplish their goals.
That's what you make it to be. If you want it to be exciting, interesting, you make it be.
I just feel like my concept is marriage and love should be separate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that doesn't mean you can love somebody, you can stay with them for the rest of your life with them, but there shouldn't be a legal contract on it.
That's fine.
Because there's two different things.
I guess that's
and if that love goes away and two people don't get along, they think they're not happy together, why they should suffer so much because of that legal contract? You should be able to like, okay, two people are there together for 5 years, they're like, alright, we just have no feelings for each other.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get along.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, that's reality. 50% of people
that's not the
leave.
reality.
50
I'm sorry, that's
reality,
not the reality.
Reality is 50% of people who get to that point at least. Minimum.
That's not the reality.
No.
Then why do they get divorced?
People have reasons for divorce.
Honestly,
if I end up getting divorced after the first marriage, I'm not getting married ever again. What's the point? Because there's no. I mean, like honestly, if it doesn't work out, that's why you're trying to find the right person. But if it doesn't work out the first time, what's the point of getting married? And
you have friends who do that. They're on their second marriage or third marriage.
Exactly.
So what happened with them?
Huh? Because I'm not going to make the same mistakes they did.
No.
I learned by.
Didn't they all say the same on the first marriage?
You learn.
I think they all say the same thing.
But you learn. But some people strive for companionship. We're a different breed. Like I'll agree with him on one thing. And this is why we're good friends, because we get along. We don't need, and this is, I think, our whole circle of friends. We don't need to necessarily be around each other 24/7 to say that we're friends or whatever. I could go 3-4 months and not see this guy, and then we're still like family next time we see each other. I could, same with Strago or like, it doesn't matter. We don't even have to talk to each other on a daily basis. Some people need that though. Need that type of companionship, and they find it in their relationships with women, in their relationships with friends. Because I've had needy friends that always like calling you and shit and bugging you and want to hang out all the time and stuff. I hate that shit. There's only certain people I can hang out with every day, and honestly, we don't hang out with each other every day because we all like to have our space. And then luckily, I found a female who actually has the same perspective. And there was a point in our relationship where I wanted to be closer, or she wanted to be closer. Like early on, it was her. Later on, it was me. At the end of the day, now we're cool with being apart from each other and seeing each other when we need to see each other.
Well, very few people like that. Let me tell you.
Well, that's a tough thing to find.
Yeah. But most of the people, when they sit to couple, you have to be 24-hour together, do everything together.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's horrible.
Well, that's 90%.
This girl I used to work with, she got she was with her boyfriend for 2 years. They lived in a studio apartment on one of those single one of those college dorm room beds together, sleeping on top of each other. I was like, ew, how do you do that? And I was like, we need to get a California king size bed and put a curtain between us just to make sure that she doesn't roll on my side.
The second they can become wealthy enough, they get a bigger space. they end up getting divorced because now they got their freedom, whatever.
Well, freedom
and then all that sacrifice goes away.
Well, see, you look at it.
Now we have this lady that's eating pizza in the middle of the podcast. Which is great.
Yeah,
it's a good soundtrack.
It's great. This one's called Pizza and Podcast. Yes, but it's yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think your view on marriage is a very jaded view. I don't know why. Maybe because you see
people around him.
Yeah, and I have those same people around me. We share a similar group, but
you take whatever you want from.
But you learn. You could also learn.
You learn, but you have your own beliefs, and his beliefs about marriage are very negative.
Yeah, and then when you find that right person, whether it be her or whoever, you've got to make those decisions. Like, oh, does this person mean more to me than this make-believe freedom that I have?
That makes her happy to get. No, my thing is society made women think that if a guy loves you, he needs to get married to you. I don't have my thing is
about the society.
Same thing that society expected when you propose to a girl. You need to have a diamond ring. Everybody knows now about the diamond
African
ring.
Dude, he gave her a piece of coal. The girl still married her. That dude we know.
Who?
I'm not gonna say his name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Well, he's cheap.
Yeah, he's cheap, but at the end, she still married him. I mean, the guy gave her a piece of glass, like I think it was made out of this material. Well, who knows how long it's gonna last? The girl,
and he's the female of the marriage,
and he is the female. Yeah, but
he should have got him a ring.
her ring.
Yeah, she should have got him a ring.
Yeah, but still, like that girl clearly has feelings deep enough that, and he has.
But the whole concept of that was another thing that everybody knows: proposing with a diamond ring. Tradition was just a ring. There were no diamonds on the ring.
It's like when you cook food or whatever.
That tradition was made by a commercial. But everybody knows that. It's a famous thing that was done by a jewelry store that was selling diamond seller. That made this thing that diamonds are forever, and then made the commercial people propose.
That's only that's
50 years only. No, that diamond.
A ring without a diamond, you'd be more okay with the whole concept.
No. I'm just saying that's another thing that society made it into. Now everybody.
I mean, it's not.
You know where the diamond came from? Do you know?
Changed and
no.
You know, your cell phone has changed from 5-6 years ago. Things are changing.
No, but you know what?
You can't blame the society. You can't.
Diamond has no value.
I know.
Diamond doesn't have the value. There's just too much diamond out there. It's not worth it. They just don't put it out.
It has
diamond
sentimental value.
Yeah. Who made that?
Nothing has value.
Who made that? No, it does. It's about scarcity. Something that's less has more value. Gold has value because there are not that much gold out there. But there are actually a lot of diamond out there. Diamond doesn't have the value. They're in safest. Like when the Soviet Union broke out, they were gonna sell the diamonds, but they were just too much. It would flood the market. That's so much reserve diamonds that would diamond would lose its value right away. But gold is not like that. Diamond doesn't have the only reason diamond has value is because the diamond sellers made a commercial out of it that.
You can make a diamond in a lab.
You can make artificial diamonds.
Yeah. It's the same exact same chemical makeup.
You can make artificial diamond. So they made it. It's commercialized. They made it that the bigger the diamond you buy, the more love you have. Exactly. Out of something that has no value. Where does that money go? It goes to somebody. I'm sure the guy didn't even buy diamond for his wife. The guy who those, you know who I'm talking about. Those people with diamond.
Feel free to say what you want to say. Say it.
So those people. So that was culture. So if I buy you a 7-carat diamond ring, if I propose to any girl with a there you go. But you know that stone has zero value.
I know.
But who made it valuable? The culture.
Yeah. But that's the whole point. That doesn't
show your love.
Marriage
is just like that.
It shows that you are willing to do that for that person. Those type of things for that person. Yeah, but
people who put
the same reason why you bought her a battery pack.
Who created that law? Who created? It was made for common people.
It's not made. It's
the company who made that commercial. It was a commercial.
I know, but it's still it's
trying to.
It doesn't matter. But there's people who don't necessarily even buy. I've seen girls walk around with diamond specks on their finger, or just a ring.
Married broke people.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah. Well, that doesn't matter. They still accept. But the guy, he might have spent 10 paychecks to get her that little diamond, but she still said yes. And that's proof.
Well, yeah, he had to spend 10 paychecks to buy that.
They're willing to take a cultural. It's.
If he was rich and he bought a small diamond, she would not accept it. If the guy was rich, he had to buy a bigger diamond.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I could have bought. Okay, I'm not to put myself out there, but I could have bought. My fiance a larger diamond, but I told her I wasn't doing that shit. That doesn't even make sense. I'm not gonna buy. I don't value.
You bought for the amount of money you make. I think you bought a decent.
No, I could have bought bigger.
Yeah, you could have bought.
Because I didn't want to. I was like, that looks obnoxious to walk around with that large of a diamond on your finger, at any size, large. But I just said that's obnoxious, and I'm not gonna do that. So and she did. She was like, okay, whatever. And she still accepted what I gave her, and still likes it.
All right, it goes back to my point that things like.
But that's the thing. That's why people.
I'm just saying these. If you go deeper, these laws, marriage, proposing with diamond, religion, they were all made by people who actually don't even believe in it. Mm-hmm. They don't go by that. It's just made for other people so they can benefit from that. If you go 9 to 5 to work, you come out, you're so tired, you have to spend all that your money into 2-hour freedom you have, just spend that money, get some
jerk off on the toilet.
get some happiness and go back to sleep because you're exhausted.
That's some good life you have right there. Very exciting.
Wow, we have somebody that takes everything personal.
No,
and she has a cold.
I do have a cold.
Oh, poor cold.
So, change of topic. Have you the pizza?
It was good
with the bacon wrap.
Oh yeah,
we made that pizza.
I think Little Caesars.
Little Caesars.
Yes, bacon wrap pizza.
Being very creative.
It's very good. Yeah. Domino's has the pretzel crust now too.
I heard they're about to run that commercial in the Middle East.
Did you? Well, we talked about this on the podcast. Did you see the hot dog with the chicken bun?
No.
The double down from KFC.
Oh, I saw that.
I put it on my Facebook. Yeah, we were talking about it last week. Shrago thinks it's bad.
Why is that bad?
I don't know. I wouldn't.
Nobody wants buns. People want more chicken.
Want more chicken. Yeah. What do you think? You'd eat it.
Well,
I think you'd eat it. A hot dog that was wrapped in a piece of fried chicken.
Yeah, there is a sandwich that's donuts and fried chicken.
Oh yeah, they have that in some place out here.
It's in DC.
Yeah, it's
Astro Donut.
Yeah. I've seen that. I follow the DC Instagram dining.
I do too.
You DC dining?
Yeah. I want to add this. Going back to the marriage, but I still believe if you don't believe in marriage, the other person believes in marriage. If you want to make that person happy, you should go for it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Make the other person happy.
Well, it's not about necessarily, but this is the problem. If that person, isn't happy with your decision, then you're kind of stuck because that means neither of you is going to be happy being married.
No, it's not about marriage. If you love the person,
no, it's not about that.
No, I'm talking
how
about
the other person sees marriage. And if it's so different than how you see it, it's gonna cause problems.
No, it's like marrying somebody super religious. If you're atheist, but you love the person, so you kind of you're getting into that relationship. You're not getting there for you may not believe in marriage, but you still love that person. You want to spend the rest of your life with the person.
Mm-hmm.
You just do it for the other person, keep her happy or him happy.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Or you go find somebody who also doesn't believe in marriage, and that person goes and finds.
But you already love the other person.
Not when you hear how they think. And if you know they're going to be miserable being married,
no, I didn't.
If you
see,
really
my
love
concept
them,
wasn't that about being miserable. I started this conversation as saying that the concept of marriage was made, is human, man-made, and it was there to control people.
All the laws are man-made. All the contracts are man-made.
A lot of contracts are not man-made.
Like
just
what? Like it rains, that's not man-made. But
no, there's no
contract is man-made.
No, there's no law that you can't lie.
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
No, we're talking about man-made laws. There's no law that say you can't lie.
Yeah, there is.
I can just lie to you.
If you're in court, you can't lie.
Yeah, that's different. But in a general day,
that's the law.
Normal day,
that's the law that says you can't lie.
No, because you're in a court.
Yeah, but it's still a law that you cannot lie. It's called perjuring yourself.
No, but there's a law that you can't cheat when you're in a marriage, or you can't do a lot of things.
There's no law that says you can't cheat while you're in a marriage.
Yeah.
There's a law that there's no law.
Oh, there is a law.
No, I mean
you're signing that. You can't.
No,
cheat.
that's not a law though. You can cheat. I can cheat all I want.
Oh yeah, no, you can cheat.
But when it comes to civil court and like
there's a difference. That's when you're married. If you cheat and you go to court for divorce, she's not taking 50%. She's taking 100% out.
Yeah, but still,
there's a difference. That's a law. Or anything else. But I'm just saying some things are just morals. Like lying. You don't need to be a lie. There doesn't need to be a law there. Yeah. And society knows that you're not supposed to lie.
Yeah.
To survive.
Lie to survive.
You know,
a lot of people lie to survive. Actors.
Politicians.
Politicians.
Exactly.
All of us. We all live a lie. Lies.
No, most average people.
Why is it so hard to tell the truth? Why can't people be honest? Food. Talk about food. The bacon pizza.
Bacon pizza. So the surrounding doesn't have a crust. It's just bacon.
No, it's like a deep dish, but they wrap thick slices of bacon.
So there's a layer of bacon around the crust.
Yeah, and then you can put bacon on top.
Well. They should have made it just bacon, like maybe 3 layers of.
They should have put some bacon inside the crust, like the crust and roll bacon into it, and then when it puffs up, there's bacon in every bite.
Oh yeah, I like the ones that have the cheese inside.
Yeah, you like that type of pizza?
I only had it once, just to
not with the cheese, but the bacon would be good.
Bacon is good, subtle, smoky, yummy,
crispy,
makes it yummy. Yeah, I'll get one. It comes out next week.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
That's Shirago.
Oh, Shirago got a iPhone 6 Plus.
Oh. I thought he was an Android guy.
He is.
Have you heard about Apple making a car?
I saw that. But
would you drive a?
It better look good.
Well, they're just.
It better
it's
have
going to be an
Siri.
autopilot. It's going to be an autopilot car, meaning that there won't. It's going to be, you don't have to drive it.
Yeah.
Push a button, it takes you there.
What the hell are you doing?
Would you buy a car that's made by Apple?
Probably not. No. If it doesn't have a Lamborghini sign or a Mercedes.
I think they can make an amazing car, but that's the logo of Apple on the car.
Yeah, I should have an Apple.
Shrago's calling.
No speaker.
Hey,
Shrago.
What's going on, man?
Oh, we're just recording a pod. We were talking about marriage for an hour.
Yeah, you should talk about it for like 3 hours.
So we got a married guy on the phone right here.
Yeah. I'm like right here on the phone. I just got an iPhone 6 Plus and an iPad just because my phone cracked the screens.
Damn, this guy went all in. Surprised you didn't get a laptop too.
Well,
so you got the new iPad too?
I had my phone cracked screens 2 times in like a week. So I spent $200 on my basically the claims for the new phones, and then I didn't have any claims anymore when I tried to get a claim for the 3rd time. And so I said, fuck it, I'm just going to buy a whole new phone, and I'm not going to have a contract. I'll just buy it outright. So I just beat the system.
Good for you.
How do you like it?
Oh, I love it, man. I love it. It's, I get, the next Apple phone that came out. But now, since I'm not under contract anymore, I just bought the phone. So anytime I want to upgrade, I just get another phone. And I'll just continue to just buy the phone outright. I'll pay full retail to not have.
Would you pay like $1,000? You paid what, like $1,200 for that then?
Well, it's funny. It was $750 for the phone, but the chick I was talking to at the store, she was like, "Well, you can get the new iPad and the phone if you add the iPad in another line for like $650." And I was like, "All right, cool. Might as well." My company pays for my phone bill anyway, so whatever.
Oh, so you I know what you did. So you got a data plan on the iPad, and you ended up getting a discount on the phone.
Exactly.
So you got a discount. So they just tied you into a new contract anyway. It doesn't matter.
Well, my company pays for my phone bill, so it doesn't.
So how are you not on the contract?
Yeah.
There's holes in the story that don't make sense.
They can add anything to my phone bill they want.
Oh.
I'm not gonna have to pay for it, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, so it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you get? So, are you guys recording right now?
Yeah. We got a good hour of gems.
Fighting.
Yeah.
She said hi.
So Sunday in the day, you want to record some of you?
Yeah, you guys got to watch the mukbang video. We're talking about gold diggers and something else I put in my notes here. There's 3 topics: mukbang, gold diggers, and why rich people get perks. Like, why is it? Yeah, we were talking about this. Like, why is it that if I have money and I use a credit card, like you have to have good credit and money to get rewards.
In this country, rich people get perks.
I know. So
some other countries the other way.
Crazy? I don't know, not to jump off topic or get into what topic we're going to talk about. Poor people are paying for our lavish lifestyle that we could afford.
Exactly. You get a lower interest rate. If you're richer,
you get
If you're poor, you need a lower interest. You actually get higher interest rate.
It's amazing.
Because without
save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow.
Well, I'm just saying, without that demographic, it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah, it's true.
Nobody would know what was what.
Yeah. So
nobody would know what was good or bad, based on everybody being in the same place. So you might as well have, the top and the bottom. Because the bottom makes the top feel better, and the bottom and the top makes the bottom, and the top makes the bottom. So
it's like gay sex. The bottom makes the top feel better. You get that? It's like gay sex. The bottom makes the top feel better, but the bottom's getting fucked in the ass. That's basically it. Yep.